This is going to be the first video in my new series. It's meant for beginners and some of you novices, and even some of the pros might pick up a tip or two. This first video is going to be on loom choices. And let's get started. You have a rainbow loom when they show up, and there are several ways to make a picture with these looms. This is one way, keeping it whole like this. An alternative way would be to take it apart like this, which gives you 11 rows you can loom with. Here's another choice. It's a small, nifty knitter-like loom. It will give you 8 pegs. Here is another nifty knitter loom. It gives you the choice of 12 pins. And again, a nifty knitter, 24 long. These are all great first choices. Okay, next comes another nifty knitter. It is 30 pins long. Now, when I say nifty knitter, Boy makes these now. They're easier to find than the actual nifty knitter ones. And I'd like to show you this piece. It's a piece that snaps into the back, and it would, if you could put it here, and it would be so long. So if you just have a long one, you can use it on some of the small ones, and you say, why would I want the end one? Well, when you're making round pieces out of this, like for the baskets, you'll want to be able to end it for that. This is a KB sock loom. You can get 23 pins usage out of this. I love KB products, and I'll show you another one right now. One of my favorite looms. This is put out by KB. It's called the knitting loom. And as you can see, it is 64 pins long. And when you're looming with it, you actually have a great space for your piece to fit through. And that's what I find amazing about this. One of the drawbacks, it's 64 pins. And you see these pieces here, those block you from continuing. And I've written to them and asked them to make an extension piece. I've yet to hear from them. It was just recent, and if they don't, I will. So there you have it. That's something to do. On with the next one. Comes this wonderful set from Martha Stewart. 77 pins. Wow, that's a lot. I have this set up with the smaller sides, and as you'll see right here, here's some longer, further apart sides I could put on there, and that might give me a bigger span, or it may make it twist more. They have several pins. They have a round piece. You can make a round loom with it, so it is very versatile. My main problem is the twisting. It twists up as you use it. I have a few members, they swear by it, they love it. This is at its fullest. I'm using every pin, so there is all 77 used, and as you can see, it's going to be very hard for me to push this worked piece through the loom to continue. But that's where we're at with this. Like I said, multiple pegs, easy to mark off every 10 rows for me, which is how I'd set it up. And if they could make that firmer, it would be great. Maybe run a rod down through this side or reinforce it somehow. It would be perfect. It's a wonderful concept. I just like to see it stay open while we're using it. Loom I made, and you can't just go buy this off the shelf, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time with it, which is what I'm trying to get you to do, is find something you can use at home. It's 45 pins. The reason I made this is with all my other looms I was limited and it was hard to add on, so I left my ends open to this loom. You see both ends are open, so I could add on from either end. And to accomplish this, I used a series of U-bolts. Well, you can loom around them, and it doesn't show up, but it's a little bit time consuming. Also, in the end, I ended up putting door stops on each end and some buffer pads. And so I love looming at this angle. I can see things better, and the loom actually sits on the table nicely after. But just little hints in case you get adventurous and want to make your own. People on our site making things out of all kinds of things. So, for instance, here is a bowl maker, you can certainly use that to make some circular projects. Here is another one. You got 8 pins on this side, 5 on the other. You can certainly use that for cord covers or whatnot. This I picked up yesterday. It's got 4 pins. You can certainly make things with that as well. When I was looking for a 10-pin thing and I could not find one, I ended up making one out of markers in a Acne medicine can. And I actually tried to fashion a fishing lure out of this. So, you can pretty much use your imagination and get things done. The knitter also has a very nice selection of sizes. There's more than this, of round looms. And a lot of people make baskets and different things with these. They make stress balls. They make a lot of things. So, plant pots. A lot of ideas are made from these round looms. This is a sunshine loom. I have not used it yet, but I'm not sure if it has applications at all for what we do. It may, but I didn't want to leave it. List of some of the places that I have found looms: Joann's Fabrics, Michael's Crafts, eBay.com, Hobby Lobby. I have not got any myself, but maybe they have some there. Craftmania, Amazon.com, and from Rainbow Loom. That's just a short list. I will try to get some links for you as soon as I can. I'm not suggesting that you run right out and you buy all kinds of looms, because I can't guarantee you're going to love this, as many of us do. Here are a few more places that possibly you could get a loom to use until you find out just if it's to your liking or not. Maybe someone in your home, your mom, whatever, has one. Maybe even your daughter if you're a mother, an elderly mother. Maybe a friend of yours or their children have some of these looms. Maybe shop at yard sales, Goodwill, advertise on Craigslist. There are a lot of repurposed stores out there that have them. If funds are tight, by all means, look around. There are looms everywhere, and I'm sure you can find one to fit your needs. Okay, I'd like to thank you for watching my video, number 1, Loom Choices, out of my New Beginners series. Again, we can be found at Rainbow Loom Bureaus and Picks, and I want to just thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I hope this helped you in some way.